NICOLINI'S Law Firm Damages, My Experience, Part 14. I was deceived. I was denied by WSIAT. As the meeting started, meeting ended. It didn't even. Oh boy. Anyway, I was deceived by ADRIAN NICOLINI on November 15, 2019 and February 3rd, 2020 when I was informed that I only needed to prove at the hearing that my injury occurred at work. As soon as the hearing began, Hussein Muftadiri, the defense lawyer for Bell Mobility, stated that my medical documents were still not obtained by my lawyer, ADRIAN NICOLINI, therefore ordered that WSIAT hearing be cancelled. Their intent was to have WSIAT review my distorted medical records from the Ministry of Health to sway the blame from Bell Mobility. Yeah. Yeah. Please feel free to pause and read. Thanks. Attended WSIAT hearing on February 4, 2020. Attendees myself, ADRIAN NICOLINI, my WSIB lawyer, Hussein Muftadiri, Bell Mobility's lawyer, on phone, Bell Mobility representative Montreal. She was located in Montreal. And then 3 or 4 judicial representatives from the Workplace Safety and Insurance Appeal Tribunal. It's been a while, so I think it was 3 of them, but could be 3 or 4. Okay. Why am I still at square one with my WSIB claim? Can anyone answer that? Can anyone? Retained ADRIAN NICOLINI for WSIB appeal on April 10, 2017. In June 2018, a month later, I was fired from my job of 20 years, received letter from WSIB to inform that ADRIAN NICOLINI did not provide my medical report for my claim, and that letter came in June 2018. Okay, in October 2018, 1 year and 6 months later, since ADRIAN NICOLINI was retained, right, my WSIB claim was suspended because ADRIAN NICOLINI did not provide my medical report for my claim. So ADRIAN NICOLINI a year later, November 15, 2019, who stated that WSIB only required proof that injury occurred at Bell Mobility, nothing else, for the upcoming hearing dated February 4th, 2020. Again, so ADRIAN NICOLINI on February 3rd, 2020, to be told that WSIB only required proof that my injury occurred at Bell Mobility for hearing dated February 4th, 2020. On February 4th, 2020, Hussein Muftadiri first took the floor to ask that the hearing be adjourned since ADRIAN NICOLINI did not obtain my medical report for my WSIB claim. I need someone to answer this section here. What's going on? Okay, what's really going on? Do you think ADRIAN NICOLINI meant well for me? What do you think? Did this lawyer represented me? Okay, please feel free to pause and read as I go along. Okay, thank you. The WSIB hearing was a charade. As soon as the hearing started, it was finished. First, they had informed the Bell representative that she did not have to be in attendance, okay, because they know what they were doing. The Bell Mobility lawyer, Hussein Muftadiri, his Morley law firm, requested first to speak. Hussein Muftadiri requested that the hearing be adjourned since to date the medical report was still not retrieved by the medical doctors by my lawyer. From the medical doctors, that is, by my lawyer. My lawyer, ADRIAN NICOLINI, had nothing to say. Huh? The atmosphere in the room was not right. It seemed as if I was there for them to see me in person. Basically, I guess they see me as a troublemaker, because it's like, who is this person? Wow. I would not back down, I guess. I had a lot of evidences, I felt I was being scrutinized. Yeah. It was later found that a hearing was made without my presence at a later date, and a decision was made. I received a letter to inform of the decision, and also that I should sign a consent form so that they could retrieve my medical report from the medical doctors. Would you have done so? I refused, since my medical records at the Ministry of Health were distorted. Also realized that the medical system was still adding false diagnosis to my records. Okay. Immediately after the farce WSIB meeting, before leaving the building, I gave ADRIAN Nicolini a copy of the information on my visit to Great Lakes Medical Center regarding my injury, decavine tenosynovitis, without the doodles, okay? What was I thinking? I didn't get it, eh? I was so naive. All along, I was so naive. I shouldn't have. All this time, I did not understood that I was being ganged upon by the system and was being targeted the more information I provided. In January 2020, I stumbled on systemic racism. This matched my situation. I realized this too late in 2020. This included no hearing for the motor vehicle accident. There was also a setup for my two other cases, wrongful dismissal and long-term disability. The lawyers and the court system made my cases their own so as to give victory to Bell Mobility. And again, to MANULIFE and to those who, were a part of ensuring that I was shut down, the medical doctors and all that. Please feel free to pause and read. Okay, thank you. I attended the WSIT hearing of February 4, 2020, which was dismissed immediately since my medical records were not obtained from the doctors by my WSIB lawyer, ADRIAN Nicolini. This lawyer misguided me big time. I tried to go elsewhere. I actually was able to speak with two other WSIB lawyers, but no, I guess with the system connected, I was denied. So I was stuck with this lawyer. I was stuck with him. I knew he was doing me wrong, but was hoping at some point in time he would change and help. I didn't have anywhere else to go, right? But when I went there, I guess they want to see me. As I said here, I actually felt as if they want to see me in person. Maybe that's why I'm there, because I really give them a hard time, eh? Yeah. Unable to be silenced on that day. I felt I was under scrutiny. Yeah, the meeting was questionable. I didn't have to be there, okay? A month later, they decided to put my fate in their hands by creating a 9-page document to outline the reason why the hearing of February 4, 2020 was adjourned. The main reason here, to review my distorted medical records for the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care. Yeah, that's why they are not providing my medical documents, because whatever has been on my medical report, any one of those things could actually lead to my situation. If it, because there was something I read on the internet that it could cause by repetitive typing and so forth, or any other complications, right? Understand that people with diabetes, or people with arthritis, and so on, right? So, that's on my medical report, eh? Yeah, that's what they wanted. Yeah, they needed to obtain clinical note from Great Lakes Medical Center, the medical system that gave me the runaround and refused to assist me between January 2019 to February 2019, sorry. My records have been distorted also by the clinic, all right? I retained NICOLINI'S law for WSIB claim on April 10, 2017. This lawyer had not done anything for my claim. 3 years later, April 2017 to February 2020. Please feel free to review as you go along. Thank you. February 27, 2020. Enclosed, please find a decision by the Workplace Safety Insurance Board. They made a decision 27th of February, decision without my knowledge, okay? And the list was given to myself, Nicolini Law, Bell Canada, and Hussein Muftadiri of Ixmori Law, also WSIB. Yeah. These people, I don't have no talk in this country. They did their own thing, okay? As you can see here, appeals decision, okay? Please feel free to pause and read if you wish, okay? Thank you. The written information did not took place at the hearing. As soon as the hearing started, it was adjourned because the bailability defense lawyer indicated that my medical records were still not obtained, was still not submitted by my WSIB lawyer 3 years later. All else written were false. I couldn't bother. I glanced over some things, but I didn't bother to waste my time, you know. Excuse me. If you can read, please feel free to read, because actually I was denied and they're doing their own thing. As I said, it's not my case, it was theirs. Actually, they did whatever they wanted to do. Okay? And here, still nothing. The panel is still waiting on clinical notes, tests performed and all that. Still nothing. Okay, from my WSIB lawyer. Feel free to pause and read. I'm not going to go through this. It's just a waste of my time. Okay? And this is page 9 of 9. I've already went through this in my WSIB presentation. Okay? Please feel free to pause and read. Okay? March 5th, the panel adjourned the hearing for this appeal and determined that additional information is needed before proceeding. Do you think I needed additional information? I think I gave all, whatever I've provided before, I believe that was proof. That's enough proof that I was injured on the job. I guess you would agree with me, right? So they're talking about additional information. You must complete the enclosed medical consent forms and return the original completed forms to me within 3 weeks from the date of the letter. Please speak to your representative. Please speak to my representative. Who is representing me? Anyway, I will see you over part 2, okay, of 2020. Thank you for your time. Okay.